So on Thursday night, I finally got to see Sonic 2, which this is like one of my most anticipated movies so far. I quite enjoyed the first movie, the first Sonic movie, despite that it's mostly like a buddy road trip movie. Well, because considering that it was coming out of this abomination, which we do not speak of ever. But I like to bring this up because if they kept this design, there would be no Sonic 2. The first movie would have been a bomb. I think it would have pretty much killed all video game movie adaptations. And it would have, like, not really killed the Sonic series, but forbid, Sonic to ever come on film. But ever since they fixed Sonic in the first movie, and you know what? I think they did a pretty good job on him. Despite how the first movie has some flaws in it, I think it's enjoyable. But after seeing Sonic 2, I want to say that this is actually a lot better. In fact, it's not better. It's way better. It's way better than the first movie. Like, I could list a lot of examples of how the first movie would go, which is a starting ground, and how the sequel gets better. I can name these examples as well, in my opinion. So I had a blast seeing this movie, and Eggman's back, and he's bringing along with him Knuckles. And I want to say, with Knuckles, I think Idris Elba did really good on voicing Knuckles. He gives me a lot of Thor vibes in this movie, and by Thor vibes, I mean from the early years of Thor, from the first Thor movie into the first Avengers movie. You get the idea. And since Eggman is teaming up with Knuckles, we also have Tails, who is teaming up with Sonic, and we get to see for the first time, Tails on the big screen and Knuckles on the big screen as well. And we even have Jim Carrey as Eggman, kind of looking like Eggman, well, just like a thinner Eggman. And despite that it's really aimed for younger audiences, which is basically for kids, there are some references that the kids would understand. And there is also a lot of Sonic references in this movie as well. It's mostly half Sonic references and pop culture references. I know a lot of people have problems with pop culture references in these types of movies, but considering like how the MCU really has pop culture references in it, and its self-aware moments, I can see where this is coming from. I also like the music choices in this movie. It gives me like that 90s. It is, but since Sonic is from the 90s, it's understandable that we'd have 90s music in this. And I really enjoyed the music choices they picked for this movie as well. It reminds me of like how Marvel would use this type of music in some of their movies like Guardians of the Galaxy. I also think that Sonic has way more screen time in this movie than he did in the first one, in my opinion, because it mostly focused on Sonic and the human characters. And the human characters are kind of like pushed to the side here a little bit a few times, but of course you still have Tom and Maddie, with Sonic and how they're family bonding. There's also a post-credit scene, or should I say mid-credit scene, and you do have to stay for it for a big surprise. So my final thoughts on this movie, I think it's really good. Now, if you're a Sonic fan like me, you definitely have to see it. As the casual moviegoer, you can bring like your kids, you can bring the family along. I think it's a great family flick that everybody would enjoy. But of course, for Sonic fans, it's a must-see for all. So I would go ahead and rate this movie a 9.5 out of 10. I enjoyed the movie. If you're a Sonic fan, hey, go out to the theater, go see this movie, because it's a must. You have to see it, and it's really great. So that is my review on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I really enjoyed this movie, and I think everybody else would enjoy this as well, especially Sonic fans. So that's all I've got for today, and I'll see you all next time, and take care of yourselves and stay safe, all you.